Today, we're going to walk through step by step how to generate and engage between 10 and 30 buyer and seller leads in the next 7 days using one of over 70 PDF guide marketing modules in your Listings to Leads account. So before we get to it, I would love to share with you a mastermind post from our Facebook group where a client sent one of these PDF guides to his database and got a 10% response rate from 300 of his coldest leads. So he sent the PDF guide to 300 of his coldest leads, people that have never responded to anything, and he got a 10% response rate. Absolutely mind-blowing. So this is such a powerful tactic that I want to share with you today. So my name is Scott Pierce from Listings to Leads, and I would love to invite you to go ahead and log into your Listings to Leads account, and we can get most of the way done with this. So by the time we're done with this call, you could very likely be generating some buyer and seller leads, but also have most everything done so that you're well on your way to getting more good buyer and seller leads. If you are not a Listings to Leads client, or if you're listening to this on the audio, stay with us because you're still going to learn a lot from what we cover here. Every single week, you need to be doing a buyer or seller PDF guide the way we're going to talk about today to really help you get off that business roller coaster that way too many agents are on, right? Feast or famine, one good month, one or two bad months, another good month, a couple of more bad months. And you want to be marketing these PDF guides every week because not only are they going to generate new leads, but as we saw in that comment earlier, they're going to really help engage your past leads. They're going to help engage your past contacts, and they're going to help engage your audiences across all platforms out there. And we're going to walk through that training today and how to actually do that. It's also known that home sellers typically go online. They like to do research. They look at homes for sale, homes that have sold, but they also look at other topics related to the home selling process. And you've got over 35 of them in your Listings to Leads account. So we're going to be able to get homeowners and home buyers to see us, to know us, and begin to like and trust us if we go through the marketing modules as we teach them here at Listings to Leads. It's all about building that business for you consistently over time while generating some good leads in the short term as well. So also keep in mind that marketing a PDF guide, whether it's for a buyer or a seller, and we're going to alternate those every week, is part of our overall how to make $250,000 plus a year in real estate masterclass. So I'd love to invite you to go to listingstoleads.com/250. You got a lot of great information there about that, about the overall masterclass and how all of this fits together versus just one-off kind of marketing tactics. So get yourself over there, check that out. And now let's go to listingstoleads.com. If you're a client, go ahead and log in. If you're not a client, I'd love to invite you to start a free trial. Get a 14-day free trial at our website, again, listingstoleads.com. Once you sign in, you're going to see the account setup section. As I always say, go ahead and make sure you get everything here filled out. If there's anything here that you have a question about, get with our support team, get this good to go, because once this is set up, whether you update your profile information, connect your social media accounts, connect to your CRM, this will ensure everything flows properly and easily for you. Now, we're going to be marketing a PDF guide, and this week we're going to do how to buy new construction homes. And this is a really good one. And before we get to it, this is a buyer guide. So Playbook 3 buyer guide. Click on view. And there's two things here I want to show you. One is a detailed write-up as if I was sitting next to you with a recorded webinar can be found here under learn more. So click on that. And this is in order of that list that we'll see for the PDF guide marketing. So I would spend 10 or 15 minutes and read this first before you do anything with the marketing. This is as if you and I are sitting next to each other. I'm talking you through this. I want you to succeed at the highest level. So I'm just giving you all of this. And from here, if you've got a question about anything in particular, you can always click the blue highlight right there, and that will actually take you to the support post for that particular item. And you'll see the recorded video at the bottom right there. So you'll see that right down there. Next up here on this pop-up download playbook checklist, go ahead and click download. And similar to the listing, let this be a guide Let this kind of guide you to make sure you get everything done on this list. We don't want to just do a Facebook ad and conveniently forget about everything else, because it is those other things that really generate, I think, the best leads. So again, print this up, leave it on your desk, and just start checking off and adding in information as needed. And then that way, try to get this all done by the end of the week. And you're going to want to do that again every single week so that we can make sure we got a good, consistent flow of good mid-funnel leads and database contact engagement through these tools. So let me use in the search, I'm going to click on new construction. So I got the support detail post right up with the recorded video. I got the checklist next to me. And here I'm going to click on the green market. Oh, I'm sorry, to download. So let's download it first. So click download PDF guide. You notice we got English or Spanish. We got text only, a few other things there as well. So this is the guide. And the reason why I love the buying a new construction home guide is it really speaks to homeowners that might go to downsize. So that could be a sell and buy. It could speak to people that are moving up. So whether it's a larger family or they just want a kind of a newer, shiny home that's new construction. So there's a lot of great opportunity when marketing new construction homes to not only get first-time home buyers because of all the incentives, but also to get homeowners either moving up or down in their area. So you'll see here, there's a lot of great buyer profile ideas, for home buyers and putting themselves in a buying position of new construction. So take a look at that PDF guide. It's got great pros and cons there for your for people, and I think they'll get a lot of value from it. Now, we want to market that guide so we can now generate leads and engage our past leads. So click on the green market listing button, and we're going to go through each one of these items. First up is a short form video script. Click on that, send that to your phone. On your phone, open up your email, right? Open up that email, copy that script into a teleprompter app, record your short form video, get it on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You can save, and you'll see it on that support post. You can save it as a file format for a Facebook post as well. But that short form video, not only will it help to find active buyers that are currently in the marketplace to either buy or sell, but the great thing about short form video is that it also helps uncover inactive buyers and inactive sellers who, they're not looking at Zillow every day. They're not looking at realtor.com. They're not really even thinking about buying or selling every day. But if they saw or got some information about a new construction home that they think might fit their profile for what they're looking to buy or sell, you can get people motivated to actually buy or sell real estate. Keep in mind, it's not always just going after that active buying market, right? People who are currently pre-approved and they're actively looking for real estate. That's a great market, but it's also that inactive market, and short form video is a powerful way to get into that market and make sure that you don't leave any stones unturned. Next up here, you'll see the Facebook and Instagram ad. So this is where, for the PDF guides, I might run this to a custom audience, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. I would leave it as lead ads. So that we use the internal Facebook lead form to get name, email, and phone number. We also ask a special question: when do you plan to buy? So you'll see here, let me show you how that works. I'll type in location. I'll type in Folsom. Lifetime budget of $35. Now, for a listing, for a listing that is for sale, I would not go after a custom audience. I want everyone to see my listing. But for a guide like this, I might click retarget current leads, and I might just do my entire database. Because remember, like I said before, homeowners in my database could very well be interested in buying new construction homes. And later, I can change this image. So if I've got a great image for a local new construction property, maybe there's a new construction development, there's a particular new construction home I want to highlight, I can go get that image, or I can even ask the builder or developer for it. And you'll be surprised, a lot of times they'll let you do it if you explain you're marketing their new construction development to your audience. But regardless, you can always change the image and video there. But I want to market this PDF guide in particular to a custom audience, maybe. And I'm just giving you an idea. So if you've got, I would say more than 2,000 people in your database where you can create a custom audience, go ahead and do that and then run this to that audience. Otherwise, if your database is smaller, then just run it without retargeting and just publish that. And that, what will actually happen over time is through these ads, you will actually build a custom audience through listings to leads. So we'll automatically create custom audiences for you. And when they get big enough, you can actually start running your ads to those and save a little bit of money. But regardless, get the ad out there. We're going to spend $35 over 1 week time period. And of course, all of that is completely editable as well. I'm going to come back here into my guide. Again, market. Now I got a Google ad. To be honest, I'm going to show you how this works. You can do a Google ad for this. They're going to be more expensive. So you're going to have a budget of anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks a lead, typically for Google buyer leads. And it could be 20 to 50 bucks for Google seller leads. So if you're into Google, I'm not going to really promote doing this just because, again, this can be, again, 10 to 20 bucks a buyer lead on Google. Some areas can be lower, but also some areas can be higher. But our Google tool, it is pretty amazing. So here you can see, we're going to take it to the landing page automatically. I can change my budgeting. So I can say 30 bucks a day. And again, whereas Facebook can go down to $5 a day, for Google, it really is $30 minimum. Under, you got your start and end date for your Google ad. Under advanced options, you got a lot of options here. But typically I would stay away from this if I wasn't already familiar with Google. But I've talked to a lot of people that have paid a lot of money for some of these training programs and account setup for Google. And they see ours and they go, I just wasted $1,000 on some program or some mastermind thing where some so-and-so was going to set up my Google. And then really what it was, a monthly retainer to let them run it for you and charge you like $1,000 when you could just pay the $30 add-on for listings to leads and get pretty much everything set up for you. So anyways, that is the Google ad. But again, you got to be able to afford the budget for that. And you got to be able to stay consistent over time. So I always tell people, let the Google ads be the last layer of your marketing and lead gen. Do the short form video scripts before you do Google ads. I would do Facebook and Instagram either to a custom audience, or if I don't have a big enough one, then to my overall audience at large. Obviously your social media post. So again, if you got everything set up from the wizard, this may have already posted. But you can see you can always post now to post this to your social media. And I've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. It can also go to Google. So if I do post now, that will post it to my social media, or I can schedule it right there. And when people click through the post, they will go to the landing page where they can download that PDF guide. Next up in our market, we have an e-flyer for your database. Now, this one is so critical, and refer back to the beginning of this call together where I talked to you about one of our clients in that Facebook post, 10% response rate from his database. So what he did is he actually downloaded the guide and sent that to his database, which you could try, but you might run into problems with spam filters and things like that. For an ongoing weekly, right? It's not about the big bang, right? Marketing, lead generation, conversion, engagement. It's not about a big bang all the time. It's about weekly, consistent, and maybe it's daily. But regardless, it's a regularly consistent engagement plan. And so we want to be able to do this every week. And with listings to leads, you will, and we will together in the training. But what you want to do essentially is copy this code, click copy code right there, and drop this into your CRM as an email blast to your database. It will literally take you about a minute. So I'm going to show you using listings to leads, but you may have KV Core, you may have Boomtown, you may have Constant Contact. And so once you click copy code for that e-flyer, check this out. I'm going to open up our follow-ups in a new tab. So imagine I'm logging into whatever CRM or email program you use. And as we're doing this together, but if you ask your support person or support team, how do I send an HTML email to my database? Because that's what you want to do. You want to send an HTML email to your database. So that's the question to ask your CRM support. But in listing leads, you would do create email blast. And so this KV Core has the same functionality, Boomtown, Follow Up Boss, right? All of them do. Give it a subject line, and I'll say free guide how to buy. I'll just say pros and cons, sender email. I'll say me, put it to a list, hit next. So all of these email and CRM programs are a little bit different, but they're all pretty much the same. So what you do is so here's like where you type in things, that's your editor. Here's your editor controls up here. And in one of these, when you mouse over it, it'll say source like that just did. And again, ask your support if you need help. It's literally this easy. You click in there, you paste all that stuff, click it again, and there's your email. You are good to go. Save draft. I always save a draft first. And here is what that email is going to look like when it gets sent. So you can send it. I would send it to my entire database because again, while this might be called buying a new construction home, we're going to engage homeowners who are thinking, I want to downgrade into new construction. I want to upgrade into new construction, or I just need to get a bigger home. So yeah, new construction, very powerful way to both generate buyer leads and seller leads. But yeah, make sure you're using that e-flyer and get that offer to your database for that guide. Next up is a print flyer. So the print flyer for this one, I don't know how much use I would get out of it, but let me show you. This is what you can do with the print flyer. So you can see here, I got a plexiglass. So at an open house or at any type of live event, I can have print flyers for the different guides so that people coming by my open house or coming by my live event can just scan the QR code, go to the landing page, and download the guide. Every PDF guide has a print flyer. There are other buyer guides I would use more regularly than this one. But if you're at, for example, maybe you can hold an open house at a new construction, right? Maybe you can talk to, and I've got clients that have done this, talk to a builder, tell them that you got a great audience on social media, email, and so on, that you'd love to hold an open house for them, invite all of your people plus the market at large. And then maybe this might be perfect, but we've also got down payment assistance, 5 things to check before buying a home, right? There's 35 different guides that you can choose from, but do know that they all do have print flyers. So those are really awesome to use. Next up is postcards and door hangers. So again, direct mail is going to be a little bit more appropriate, I believe, for the seller guides. 5 dangers of overpricing your home. That makes sense to use a PDF, a postcard, or a door hanger to your farm, because what a great guide that would be. But again, we provide postcards and door hangers for all of the PDF guides. I just don't know a great use case for a new construction postcard or door hanger. Again, to my farm, for most of my direct mail needs, I would focus on the 35 plus seller guides that we've got for that. But anyways, and lastly is the landing page. So there's nothing you need to do really here, because this is what we link to from the social media post. From the ad, they can download the guide right from the ad. So you don't need a landing page there unless you use traffic, which don't worry about that. The e-flyer is going to link to this. And I feel like there's something else I should mention. And you can always take this and just drop it right into Facebook as well. You could drop that link and create your own email blast using whatever email program you use. For whatever you want to use that direct link for the landing page, you've got that right there. So with that said, make sure you are marketing and alternating between the buyer guides and the seller guides every single week, just like we talked about, so that you can generate more leads, right, with great mid-funnel content, but also, and as if not more powerfully, re-engage some of your past leads, your past contacts, and your audiences across all platforms. So if you have any questions on this, let our amazing support team know, and we'll talk to you soon.